Superlative degree. When more than two things are compared, we make use of superlative degree. Now look at this one. Here is an arrangement of various colored lines. Among them, green line is the longest line. All the other lines are not that much long. They are short. So we have to make use of the adjective long in superlative degree. Green line is the longest line in the row of colored lines. Green line is the longest line in the row of colored lines. Here you see the longest. EST stands for superlative adjective. And whenever you make use of superlative adjective, use the longest line, singular, in the row of colored lines. Green line is a single colored line and it is singular, and superlative degree we are making use of. Therefore, green line is the longest line in the row of colored lines, superlative degree. How to change them into comparative and simple positive degree? Green line is longer than any other line in the row of colored lines. This is comparative degree. What is the structure they use here? Longer than. Longer, this is comparative adjective, long, longer, than any other line. Any other line is a singular. This is the structure for comparative degree in the row of colored lines. So green line is longer than any other line in the row of colored lines. Coming to positive degree, no other line in the row of colored lines is so long as green line. Why so long as? No other line is negative. So we make use of so long as. So no other line, again singular, in the row of colored lines is so long as green line. So this is how we can convert one degree of comparison into another degree of comparison. One more example. Bhima was the strongest wrestler among the Pandavas. Bhima was the strongest wrestler among the Pandavas. That is superlative degree. Bhima was stronger than any other wrestler among the Pandavas. That is comparative degree. No other wrestler among the Pandavas was so long as Bhima, positive degree. You can read this sentence again and again and understand the various structures that we use in superlative, comparative and positive degree. The strongest, stronger than any other, then no other, so strong as. So this is how you have to remember in order to convert one degree of comparison into another degree of comparison. Now look at this one. There are more number of lines and some of the lines are equally long. So here at least 6 lines are equally long and all the other lines are not that much long. This is also taking into consideration various lines, more than 2. So we make use of another type of degrees of comparison. Violet line is one of the longest lines. Why one of the longest lines? Lines plural. One of the is the structure because there are 6 lines equally tall, equally long. Therefore one of the. Longest line, the longest line. Why the? Because it is the superlative degree. Whenever we make use of superlative degree, use THE, the. Longest line in the arrangement of lines, superlative degree. So I read this sentence again. Violet line is one of the longest lines in the arrangement of lines. Coming to comparative degree, violet line is longer than many other or most other lines in the arrangement of lines or colored lines. Violet line is longer than. Longer, comparative adjective. Than is also used in all comparative degrees. Lines plural, many other you can use or most other you can use to modify the superlative degree into comparative degree. And then in the arrangement of line is the system. So we have to make use of these informations in this particular sentence. Violet line is longer than most other lines in the arrangement of lines. Coming to positive degree, very few lines, not all the lines, not many number of lines, only a few lines, at least 6 in our given example. Very few lines in the arrangement of lines is as long as violet line. This is positive degree. Very few lines in the arrangement of lines is as long as violet line. So this is the basic structure for the conversion of superlative degree into comparative and then into positive.